Introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baddies. TGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we got the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Right out of the gates, Lance going to the air. And that'll be caught by Tony. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a play fake. Lance. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On 2nd and 2, Watson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Watson off play action. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Down to the 25. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll send the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 23. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Lance now on first down. And this is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Lance. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught as Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Off of play action, here's Lance. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
And they'll go for it. Lance. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on fourth down. Give them 11 on the gain there, and the Browns are going to have a first down. On the counter, Hunt, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now it's Watson, a bootleg.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
That's complete to Tony.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Working from the gun, Lance.
And he will slide down with a good gain. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked in and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. A give right side now to Hunt. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Back to throw, Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the Niners are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And Lance now to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Now Lance finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing. Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And that's caught inside the 35. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Red cycle.
Lance now on 1st down. This one caught by Kittle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout
And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Here's Lance to throw it. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Watson on third down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On fourth down, Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired. In hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said...
And this is taken in at the 5. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he coughed it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's got room at the 30. Still going. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The Browns drive about to get started.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
Rolling to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Hunt will try going up the middle. They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On first down, Watson. And now here is another interception. And the 49ers are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
On first down, Lance looking for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Quick throw completed by Watson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Watson now to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there. And my goodness, another interception. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. From the 35 on 2nd down, Lance. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Striker, 3-3. Black shot.
Lance looking to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Drill, 52. Striker. Hurry, hurry. Set.
Throwing now is Lance. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
Right, 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Now Lance going to throw.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Browns' drive about to get started.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Second down, right back to Hunt.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here we go on 4th. Watson, he's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Ready?
And they'll indeed take a knee.